So my name is Tino Solberg. I'm the CTO and VP of products at SteelSeries, and we are at CES 2018. What we have here is a little VR lab. So essentially we've taken part of my lab at home and brought it in here into a suite. We're showing off a couple of different concepts here. These are really conceptual products. They're not ready for mass market as they are right now, but we're going to give you a little bit of glimpse into product development and what we're doing, what we're looking at right now for VR. So two different concepts. One is very simple and is actually right here, and you can hear it being annoying already. So what this is a very simple concept. If you guys have ever spent time in VR, you will know that being in this virtual environment and being completely immersed, the last thing you want happening is someone tapping you on the shoulder, going, what's going on? You freak out. You don't know what's going on. You don't know that somebody comes up. It's a really uncomfortable experience, and it means that probably next time you get into VR, you're going to have like one headphone cup off or something like that to orient yourself. So what we're showing off here is a very simple concept. It's a little motion sensor alarm that's wirelessly connected, Bluetooth Low Energy, wirelessly connected to the PC. There's a little dongle at the PC side. So what happens is when someone triggers that alarm, you get a notification on your PC. You can follow me here. You get a notification on your PC. So there's an audible notification. There's also a visual notification. That notification goes on both on the screen, but also inside your VR headset. So obviously this is not ready for prime time. As you can see, these are really big. This is the dongle, right? You would never have a dongle like that. But the intent is that the form factor of the product itself is going to be something this size. It will have like battery capacity for like 3 to 4 months or something like that on a single charge. So it's kind of a fire and forget. So what you do is you charge this, put it on your doorway or something like that, wherever you know that people come, and then you can turn on the software when needed. So very simple little concept, but definitely usable. If you've ever spent time in VR, you know that this is a problem. So second concept that we're showing off is a little bit more complex, and I'm going to need someone to be in the chair to kind of demo this. We all love spending time in VR, and we love doing gaming, like room scale type gaming and things like that. One thing that is a little bit hard so far in VR is doing actual like real productivity stuff, actually working in there. There's some really good applications that are catered towards that. So what we're showing off here is with Big Screen, which it's an app, it's in beta right now. It's on Steam VR, on Steam. And we're just showing off Big Screen here. So Big Screen puts you in an environment. You get a very large monitor in front of you in the virtual space. You get like a 300-inch, whatever the size you want, virtual monitor. You could actually work there. Using the mouse is fine, but actually using a keyboard is a problem because you can't see your keyboard. So what we're doing is we're bringing this, the physical keyboard into virtual space. And I'm going to show you two different ways of doing that. So we have two different versions of that. So if you can put on the headset, I'll put you into Big Screen. That's what it's going to be. That's fine. So you can see your keyboard there in front of you. And if you put your hands there, what you see is you get a graphical representation of your hands, right? Yes. So you see your hands being in like that position on the keyboard, which helps you. Obviously, you can orient your way around. What happens when you type is you only glance. What happens normally when you type on a keyboard is sometimes you would glance down and you would get that reference back. So it takes a little bit of getting used to. The tracking as we have right here is not perfect as it is right now, but I mean, it's a working lab that we have going on here. The tracking of the keyboard is really good. It's done with the Vive tracker. That works really well. The hand tracking is done with the camera that's inside the HTC Vive headset as well. And then we do a lot of filtering, of course, in order for us to just capture your hands so you don't see everything else that's going on. Yeah. So this is one approach to doing that. So the next approach is a little bit different. You should have your keyboard in front of you again. Boom. All right. So this implementation, I'm going to maximize this so you can see what's going on. So this implementation is a little bit different. So what we're doing here is, again, we're capturing your hands, of course, but this time we are mapping that so it becomes a real 3D model, right? Then we are compositing those two 3D models together and injecting everything through Steam VR. So again, tracking the keyboard, so you know where you are, and we now know where your hands are, and we're actually materializing them as real 3D objects in there. So there's different, precision levels, and we're trying to figure out right now which one of these options are the better one for us to proceed with. But I think, bringing this stuff into VR and making sure that you can actually do real productivity work is super, super important. So this is something that we definitely pursue. So those are two different concepts that we're showing off. You're good, you can take that off. Two different concepts that we're showing off, right? The keyboard tracking concept is obviously a little bit further away. The alarm, the kind of intrusion alarm, we call it just the VR alarm, is something that we will see coming out like this year. Yeah, that's stuff that we're demoing. Thanks for watching.